Happy Friday. It's Friday. Yay. It's the day before New Year's Eve and it's just a good day. It's a good day. It's been a busy day. It's been a very productive day around here at Christy's Craft Room. We got a lot accomplished.
And we're back.
And we're back. We are back. We are back from our trip. We are refreshed. We are feeling good. We are ready to get crafty. My creative juices have been flowing today, which is a good thing because you know when you're really busy and you're really tired and you're really like go, 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 go. Sometimes that can interrupt your creative thinking. But it's back. It's back. I've got it back. We've been cranking out designs for the craft kit subscription group. We've been working on cranking out designs for our next release for the shop. I mean, it's been like go time. It's go time. It's almost a new year, new fresh things. We're super, super excited. Hello, Erin. Hello, Patty. Hello, Linda. How are you? We had a blast. Such a blast. Hello, Donna. Hello, Leslie and Carol. Miss Virginia. Hello, Miss Jan Goodyear. How are you? Hello, Miss Tammy and John. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Chris and Joanne. Thank you for sprinkling. Definitely sprinkle because we are going to be gifting one of these to somebody tonight. Somebody who sprinkles is going to get one of these sets, okay? So you get the wood cut out with all your lines etched for you so it's easy for you to paint. You don't have to worry about tracing lines and getting everything lined up. And then you get your metal overlay, your galvanized metal to go over it for just a little extra pizzazz, okay? A little extra farmhouseness for you, okay? So sprinkle, sprinkle, spread the love at the end of this video. Hello, Mom and Dad are here. Hey, Mom and Dad. We are going to gift this to somebody at the end of the video. Miss Janet, we had an awesome trip. We packed so much into a few days. We made so many memories.
No, we packed a lot into one day.
Well,
thank you,
all the
Marla
days,
and Chris for the stars,
but
and Janet and Wanda.
Especially the one day. But yes, we did a lot.
We did a lot.
We had a lot of fun. We're still a little achy and sore from it all.
Yes.
But we'll tell you about it. We'll talk about it while we paint. That's why I picked this tonight because it's just all painting, and I figured I can chat. We can share stories.
Thank you, Tricia,
and catch up. Thank you guys for the stars. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the stars. I'm still so excited we got our stars back. It's so exciting. So exciting. Yes. Oh, Christine, we had so much fun. It was
Don, which ones? The snow go, the ski one, or the one with the motor? Don?
Which one, Don? Okay.
She says, I still want to try one of those bike mobiles. Thank you, Michelle, for the stars.
We'll talk about the snow goes first. Talk about those first. Those are the first things we got, our first experience.
They were so fun.
I think Tim, when we left for this trip, I think Tim would have been content to sit in the cabin the whole time and just sit by the fire and relax, okay? I don't think he was
sip a few beverages.
I don't think he was really excited about the adventures of the things,
Thank
okay?
you, Kathy, for the stars.
But you know me, I want to do everything, okay? We go on a trip and I'm like, what are we doing today? What adventure today? What are we going to go see today? What are we going to explore now? What are we going to do? We got to plan. And then we rest when we get home. That's how I vacation.
Yes, that's how she's That's how she vacations, guys.
I don't relax well on vacation. I don't. I'm there for a limited time. I want to soak up all the things.
She wants to do all the things.
All the things, okay? So.
Yes, Judy.
Oh, I just got paint like all over. Can you hand me a wipey over there? I don't know what I did. But.
She says you found muscles you didn't remember you had.
Oh, yes. Muscles that some of them I don't think I even knew I ever had.
Thank you, Marcia, for the stars.
So first we did the snow goes. The snow goes were, they were fun.
Thank you,
they were
Christine,
fun.
for the stars.
So we rent the snow goes, and our guy David, he
was awesome.
They come with a lesson. You get a little lesson built into it, and you get an hour lesson. But we rented 4 of them, so we actually got he was probably 2.5 hours with us.
I don't know. Easily. I only saw him for about a half hour.
Total, he was probably with us for 2 hours easily. So we're
Thank you, Andrea,
thinking
for the stars.
we're gonna go to, you know, the little short bunny hill that you ride the little magic carpet, you hold the rope and it pulls you up to this little mini hill and then you ease into it. That's where we thought we would start. So we're walking over there. We got our little snow goat. You know, it's like a bicycle, literally. For those of you that didn't see the pictures, you've got like 2 tracks in the back, like 2 skis in the back, and then a ski in the front. So it's like a tricycle with
skis instead of wheels.
It's crazy. And it's got steering, like handlebars, like a bicycle. Okay, and then everything like twists and turns and moves together. So I'm gonna start, guys, by painting like his face, his body.
Thank you, G, for the stars.
And like between his little scarf piece here, like white, like for a snowman, okay? I don't have to worry about his eyes and stuff because that's all going to be covered with the metal.
Yeah, where'd it go?
See, so I just got to do the background of his face.
Mary says, but Tim being diabetic needs to be careful and take it easy during vacation.
I mean, he's not that bad.
Nah.
He's okay. He knows what he can do. And
yeah.
He's really well controlled, actually. Like, he doesn't have fluctuations of his numbers and anything like that at this point. So he actually does really, really well.
And it's gotten to the point now where, because when my sugar gets a little wacky, I turn into a weird guy. And
like Ivory.
And Chrissy says,
oh, I know.
Is your sugar okay?
I will ask him.
You ain't acting right. What's going on? You need something to eat?
I'm like, you're getting a little grumpy. Something must be off. Check your sugar. You need something to eat. Like, what's going on here? I can usually tell.
Yeah, but we did a pretty good job of balancing the times that we ate with.
We did.
With
Definitely, yes.
So,
except for when we got lost in the woods.
Thank you, Debbie, for the stars.
Except for that day.
Yeah.
Antique white. So I have light ivory, antique white, and white. So I'm going to kind of use a little bit of all three and kind of like do a little shadowing stuff with this, okay? So I'm going to start with the white though. So we're heading to the hill. It is dancing time. It is dancing time. It is dancing time.
I don't see it.
You don't see it? Right there. I see it. No, it was. I saw it. Get it back up there, guys. Prove him. Sprinkle, sprinkle, spread the love. It's dancing time.
I'll dance. I'll dance a little bit. I'll dance.
I'm finally not too sore today. I'm not so bad. But I feel it a little bit right here. When I do the like.
My whole shoulders.
I feel it. No,
my back, my upper back, my shoulders.
I'm recovered pretty well. So I'm going to tell you about getting lost in the woods in a minute. So we're heading to the little, we think is going to be the bunny hill. And he's like, we're going to skip that hill. We're going to go right over to the lift because there's a big long line.
Yeah. He says, it's about the same. The hill's about the same. We're going to go over here. We can cut the line. Yeah, we get to cut the line because they have like a separate line. So if you're with an instructor, you don't have to wait in line. So. Oh, Janet, we rented 4 because Trevor and Adam were snowboarding. They were snowboarding, so the rest of the other 4 of us rented them. They got to try them though. So we swapped out and let them. Well, we didn't swap out. We just let them use them too. So they got to test them out too. So he's like, yeah, we can skip. We're gonna go. It's a green hill still. It's still an easy hill. But we're going to skip the line because that was the first day. It was really busy. The first 2 days that we were there, it was dead. There was nobody. It was super, super slow. I wish we would have known about those things the day before. Well, we knew about them, but we didn't really know about them the day before. Because you didn't pay no attention. You're right. I told you all the things they had, and you were paying no attention to any of it. You guys, I don't even have to worry about being in the lines. Like, literally, look. The glitter, I don't know where did the glitter come from? You literally can go over the lines because all of this is going to be, oops, you can't even see. Okay, all of this is going to be covered with metal. So I can literally just go right over the line. You don't have to be perfect and pristine, okay? Because the metal is going to hide anything that you go out of the lines with, okay? I'm just kind of getting a base coat first, and then I'm going to come in and get like a second coat and some shadowing. Just kind of getting a base coverage.
So we go and he gives us instructions. He tells us how we're gonna get on the lift. And Elena is terrified of the lift. The day before we did the Sky Bridge. Oh my goodness. Elena, cool. It was so cool, but Elena was literally having like panic attack on the lift. Like she was like, I felt like I was gonna throw up the whole time. The whole time across the bridge, she's like, I don't wanna do this. I don't like this. I don't wanna do this. I want to go home. I just want to leave. I just want to be done. I want to go back to the cabin. The whole time she was just petrified, but she did it. She did it. She did it, you know, and I just kept telling her, you should be proud of yourself. You were afraid and you overcame your fear and you did it. That's so awesome. And she's like, it was so scary. I felt like I thought I was going to fall off the whole time. So then now well, then the next day, Jacob convinced her just to ride the lift, just to take it for a ride.
He got her to go up that night.
Was it that night that they went back up?
I think so.
I thought it was the next day. Anyways, after that, it was the next day. And so he got her to go on the lift again, just to go for a ride up and down. And so then this guy's like, we're going to the lift, and all I can think is, and he says, oh, you can only ride single carrying these things on the lift, because it has like this little bar that comes out, so the lift scoops up your butt, and there's this bar that sticks out that the lift catches, and you got to kind of like hold it and pull it up on there.
And guys, if you ain't careful,
because it goes between your legs.
You know, if you know, you know.
So you can't sit too close to the edge of the seat. You got to make sure your booty gets all the way back before you hike to that thing up there. And so all I'm thinking is, oh goodness, Elena has to go on the lift. Elena not only has to go on the lift, but now she has to go on the lift alone. Because you can only put one person with one of these snow-go bikes on a lift at a time. And the thing is, though, you just can't engage with her too much. You know, as a parent, you kind of learn how to deal with your kids, and you just kind of let it happen. Somebody else is in charge. Someone else is telling her what to do. She's not going to argue with them. If I start talking to her about it, she's going to start panicking, and you know what I mean? So we've got to kind of just like let it happen. And I'm like, girl, you can do it. You got this. You got this. And that's all I said. And
she did good.
And she did good. She did good. She got up there. She
got off good. She got off the chairlift good.
She actually did better than me on the snow goes, I think.
I think
she actually did better than me. Her coordination was a little bit better. My biggest issue was you do it just like skiing, where you're like, you know, you kind of like squatting and you're like putting the pressure down like that. Like I would get like halfway down the hill and like Mom would be like, I can't. They would just be giving out on me. I'd have to stop and take a break because like, I guess I got to do more squats. I guess I don't do enough squats.
Somebody was asking me about it, and I used some expletives a lot because it was cool. The best way I could think of to explain how to ride these things is like, and any boy would understand this. A lot of girls might too, but I know the boys will. Just like when we were kids riding our BMX bikes, and we would skid out and go sideways with it. That's pretty much how you do it.
Yeah, and you kind of like press on the brake as you're
push the outside foot, pushing on that outside foot.
No, that makes sense to me.
Pretty much it.
We used to do that as kids, growing up in the country, riding our bikes.
It was a lot of fun.
Spin outs on your bike.
So it's
yeah.
Me and Jake went down the Green Hill twice.
No, Jake did once.
Oh yeah, Jake did once, and he's like,
He's like, I got this. I got it. I'm gonna go to a bigger hill.
And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go one more time just to make sure. And then after we come down the second time, he's like, okay. He's like, you're all ready. We can go to the next hill. You guys are good to go. We're gonna go to the next hill. He says,
I'm gonna stay here.
He says, I'm gonna get them guys going. He says, but we're gonna go over to the next hill.
Yeah.
So we went to a blue. I don't know what any of that means.
It's a steeper hill.
I know it's a steeper hill. And he's like, okay, we're going to go this way because it's, you know, and then we're going to do this. And we get, you know, after we go down that hill, he's like, you guys are good. Let's do one more hill. A little bit steeper. He says, and then if you do good on that one, I'm going to cut you guys loose, let you have fun. So we go up and we go down a much steeper hill. He's like, we get to the bottom. He's like, you guys got this. Have fun, man.
Yeah, Lane and I stayed on the little hill. We went a couple more times, and then I was like, all right, I'm good for now. We had to get ready to go to our other next thing, And so I call.
Get ready, guys. I'm gonna grab some names.
I called him. I'm like, where are you? He's like clear halfway on the other side of the mountain. So I walked over there and I'm watching for them, and there was a video of them at the end. It was insane.
Thank you, Wanda,
like
for
it
the
was
stars.
crazy. I couldn't believe that they were coming down that hill. That he was coming. Jake doesn't surprise me. Jake, he'll go for it. He's like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go for it. It surprised me with Tim.
It was fun.
He did it.
And I told Chrissy, if we had one, I go skiing all the time.
Yeah, he was looking them up to buy one.
That was a lot of. I mean,
but they're.
I had so much fun. We'd
have to save for a little while because they're pretty pricey.
Yeah, I'd have to save up a little.
We may have to rent for a while.
But.
All right, I'm going to add a little bit of.
But Boyne's the only place that rents them.
Oh, we'd have to go to Boyne a lot more. I'm going to add a little bit of my light ivory in here.
I'm not like our neighbors. I'm not going to drive up there to ski for the day.
We saw our neighbors up there. Our neighbors were up there. I'm like, fancy meeting you, neighbor. It's funny, like you see somebody that lives so close to you so far away.
We ain't seen you at home in 4 months.
We see them more out of town than we do at home, right? Yeah. All right, I'm just mixing and blending a little bit of the white with a little bit of the ivory.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I'm sorry.
It's because I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, it was just a ton of fun. We had a blast. It was
Yes, Melody. They were a lot easier. I can't ski.
Oh, there's so much.
My balance is horrible.
Tim would not ski with us.
I would not ski.
He would not. He's like, nope, no. Like the kids and I went skiing the last couple years.
I know what happens when I get on skis.
And he would not go with us. I only skied a couple times over the last couple years ever in my life. And this was so much easier. The nice thing is when you're in skis and you start to I tend to do like the splits. They tend to just start going wonky, and you can't control it. With this, the nice thing is because it's all attached, it stays at that width. You're not going to do the splits in it. And you got the handlebar, and you can maneuver.
You're not going to cross your skis.
You don't have to worry about any of that. And if you start to lose it and you start to go a little wonky or start to spin out, you can literally your foot is not strapped in. You can literally take your foot off and catch yourself. It's so much easier.
And if you are falling, you can control your fall a lot easier.
Yes, you're not flashing out.
I felt the fall was a lot more controlled.
Oh, I agree. I agree. Well, I didn't fall.
I did a couple of times.
So I don't really know. I guess I can't say, but
on that hill that you caught us coming down. The first time I fell on that one twice.
Oof. And that was a big hill.
Yeah.
That was a big hill to fall on.
Yeah.
All right. So look, guys, I'm not even in my lines.
Thank you, Debbie, for the stars.
Okay.
Actually, Debbie, with bad knees, you can ski on these.
They're not. Yeah.
There's.
We're not your doctor, and we can't. You know your own body.
But the people that we saw when we were at the Sky Bridge that were on these things, they said that they had bad knees and had to give up skiing, and then they tried these, and it's something that doesn't hurt them,
So they went out and bought them because they rented them and then liked them so much that they went out and bought them. I skied ones, new blue jeans. If you look up the hill you had been on it was by the blue streaks in the snow. You wore blue jeans to go skiing?
I did that the first time I went skiing.
Did you?
Because I didn't.
You don't know?
I didn't have the skiing stuff.
You didn't have the gear.
Right, and at work I was just wearing long johns with blue jeans. Okay. I got some names here.
Saw your sister saw her neighbors at Disney World. Isn't that crazy? You go somewhere so far away.
Somebody said they ran into their OB someplace.
I know. It's like
out of town. Okay, we have Brenda MacArthur, Judy Modley Ball, Christine James McCants, Margaret Schwank St. Clair, Linda Carlisle, Kathy O'Neill, Debbie Donahue, Sue Hauer, Tammy Ruchek, Jan Goodyear, Jennifer Ashby and Dawn Bayhill.
It looks like a 2-year-old did it, okay? All right, but it doesn't matter. That's the best thing about these cutouts is once you put your metal over it and you line it all up, no one would ever know that you went out of the line. So you don't have to be a good painter for these cutouts, okay? You can paint like a 2-year-old or a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old or whatever, or a 45-year-old. Well, that just isn't a good painter, that's fine. But then once you put your metal overlay on it and you line her up.
Actually, Janine, if you ever go again, you should try one of those because skiing's not for me, but I had fun.
So we're going to go on to our next color. We are going to, I'm going to rinse my white. I'm debating on what colors to do the scarf. I want it to be wintry. I don't want it to be Christmassy. So we're not using any red. We're not using any green. It's all about winter. Okay? Winter. So I'm going to go ahead and do my background. I'm going to use this Nightfall Blue. Nightfall Blue. And then I think I'm going to use this lighter Blissful Blue for parts of the scarf. Maybe might include some other colors in there. I don't know. But I'm going to do black on the little part for his hat there. So let's do the black. My kind of painting, right, Gina? Right, Gina? I know, you don't have to be fancy schmancy perfect painter for this.
First time I ski, I twisted my knee and ended up having to have surgery. See, that's why I'm very leery about skiing.
Well, that's why we originally weren't going to ski. We were like, no, we're going to tube. We're going to do like the easy stuff. We're not going to ski. My hip has been like a problem this last year.
She's got dysplasia just like my dog.
I got my daddy's hips, okay?
Your dad ain't even got his hips.
I remember when my dad was my age, I used to be able to see him coming from a mile away, and I could tell.
Helen, we'll get to that story in a minute.
Because of his hip.
We'll get there.
So so I was afraid to ski. Those were, no, I would do that any day. I got to work on my squats and build up my leg muscles a little bit though to be able to do it properly. All right, look at that.
Blue, maybe light and dark.
Ooh, maybe a little bit of the dark mixed in, or maybe I can use the light and add a little bit of the darkness to do two-tone, because I kind of want it has like a little leopardy print to it, and I kind of want it to have that look.
Tammy, we'd prefer you either send prefer you send us an email.
Who? Our message? Yeah, send us an email at christie'steam@christiescraftroom.com. Messenger has been a nightmare for us, guys. Messenger is not sending us all of our messages. Messenger is sometimes sending us messages a week or 2 weeks after you send it to us. We are not getting them reliably and in a timely manner. So send us an email to christie'steam@christiescraftroom.com.
Wait a minute, Karen, hold on. Hold the phone.
Uh-oh, hold the phone, Karen.
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone, Karen. Hold the phone.
I'm scared to ski, but plan on skydiving next summer.
Girl! I would ski any day of the week before I skydive.
Oh, that's the next thing I'd like to do. I would like to skydive.
You enjoy that. I don't think I will do that. I think I will just videotape you from the ground.
Yes, Mary, the snowman is
galvanized metal.
It is metal.
Yes. It is true galvanized metal. Galvanized metal. Cut right here in our shop. All right, so I'm going to go around any of like the background parts with this Nightfall Blue. And again, I don't have to like be perfect about it, okay? I don't have to be perfect about it because our metal is going to overlay it, which is so nice. So we did we mention that we got lost in the mountains?
A lot of people have been asking about it.
Yes. I actually just posted a video, just probably like 20 minutes, half hour before we went live. So when we're done here, make sure you go back and watch it. And it gives you the whole like video story of what happened. So I was not planning on videotaping it. Like I had no plans on it. I would have taken little pictures and a couple little video clips here and there, of course. But once we started going, they gave us a quick, brief instruction on how to drive these things. They were like a cross between a dirt bike and a snowmobile. And once they
were cool. They were cool.
They were really cool. So once they gave us the instructions, And I saw everybody going. I'm like, oh, this is going to be too good. I gotta videotape this. So all I had was my cell phone. So I turned my cell phone on. I turned the record on, and I had like a chest pocket in my coat. So I stuck it in there. The camera was sticking out. So it was not perfect videoing, but it's really cool that we have it now. So, so we start off going, and y'all, this is a brand new activity that they have there. This is first year they have it. It was actually the first weekend that they were rolling it out. We were only their fourth set of people going on this little moon bike tour. Okay.
On a 3-hour tour.
So it was brand new to them. None of us had ever done anything like this before. Elena and I had never ridden dirt bikes. I rode in one circle around really slow in my dad's backfield one time.
Man, me and the boys, we was tearing it up.
The boys, they took to it right away. And Elena has never ridden anything like that.
No.
Nothing like it. So it was pretty funny. So we start off. They it takes them a minute to get us out there, and we get out into the woods, and y'all, I fell a lot. Luckily, they had gotten...
So did you get all the words bleeped out?
I think we got all the words bleeped out. I said the S word. That's my one word. That's my potty mouth word is the S word. Okay, it just when things happen, it just goes. Okay, I can't help it. Okay, but we bleeped it all out. Okay?
Y'all, it was a blast.
So we, and literally, guys, if you wanted to, no joke, you could just literally paint this whole section, go right over where his hand would be, okay? You don't even have to, I'm serious. You're not even going to see it. I'm kind of leaving it so I can kind of see where to line my metal up, but you don't have to do it perfect. So we're going, and we're all together in a group. And we get to a point where they're like, all right, we're kind of past where we have to cross, there was a couple roads we had to cross straight across. I didn't do so well. I almost ran into a vehicle that was stopped for us.
Yo.
I ended up sideways in a snowbank. Elena came up followed right behind me, because these things are made for snow. They're not made for plowed concrete that has barely any snow on it, So if you go straight, it's fine. It'll push you straight across, but you can't make any turns, okay? Because it's a ski on the front. It's like a snowmobile track on the back. Spinner.
It's a snowmobile spinner on the back.
You can tell I've not experienced in this type of equipment.
I love my bride.
It's a good thing you love me. Good thing I'm pretty.
Oh, Veronica says you did bleep them out.
Yes, I did. We did bleep them out. There was a lot. There was. You can't even tell, because some of them were just muted out, and some of them were bleeped out. Some of them just slipped by.
Yeah, my fluent. I'm fluent in contractor, with a trucker dialect.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Tim's you don't notice as much because they were, but yours you don't notice as much because yours just got muted out, so it wasn't as noticeable. But
it was a blast.
So I ended up sideways in the snowbank. Elena followed right behind me. She ended up rear-ending me and ended up sideways in the snowbank with me. So we had to get out of that mess. So once we got past that point, they were kind of like, all right, open trails, be mindful. There are cross-country skiers. So just, if you see them, slow down, watch out for them. But go for it. So they go for it. You don't tell my boys and my husband you can go for it unless you really mean it. So they go for it.
Especially on something motorized.
So they go for it, and they've got the lead guide with them. They're gone. And then I'm in the front, and then Elena's behind me, and then there's an older couple that was with us, and they were behind us. And so I'm leading the way, but there's nobody in front of me. So it comes to the point where the trail kind of splits, and this side looked a little more like a trail. This side was a little more blown and snowed over, from what I could see, so I didn't go that way.
No, Aaron, they didn't have snowmobiles there either.
No.
This was the closest they had.
Yeah, no snowmobiles.
But it was cool.
So they all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute. This doesn't look like it has a lot of tracks on it. And I realized it seems like we're going the wrong way. Well, we were. It dead ended into a road, and there was no road we were supposed to cross. So we kind of backtrack a little bit, and it's the couple behind us is a little bit slower than Elena and I were. So then they catch up to us, and the guide was behind them. He was taking up the tail to make sure we didn't lose anybody. And he comes up, and he's kind of like, oh, yeah, I think we went the wrong way. And we're kind of looking around trying to figure it out. Well, when I first realized I was going the wrong way, I see headlights on the other side of the woods. I just didn't know how to get to it. And it looked like Tim, because he was wearing all black, and I was pretty sure it was Tim. And I'm like yelling his name, and he just drives off. And I'm like, I see him, but I don't know how to get to him.
I didn't hear her.
So there was a
She should have sent me a text.
I didn't even think about it. Plus my phone was in my pocket and I wasn't thinking about it. Plus there was probably no signal up there. We're in the mountains. So
no, because I knew where you were at.
I don't know. Maybe. But so we ended up having to cut through the snowshoe trail. And in the video it looks wide, but like when you're on this motorized thing and you've got like 4 feet opening, that's really tight, and there's a lot of trees, and you're paranoid you're going to run into a tree because you're not experienced on these things. It was pretty crazy. And it was
Darlene, you're never too old to try something like this.
No, this was like, no, this couple that was with us, they had to be late 60s easily. Easily.
The guy, I think he was in his 70s.
He looked like, yeah. He looked
either he was in his 70s or he had a very rough life.
No, they were definitely older in age, and I felt bad for them because it was a long time, and I know how exhausted I was.
Ruth in Millville.
And I can't even imagine. They were troopers.
Say hi to my buddy Ricky.
They kept a positive mindset and attitude, and they obviously were up for adventure.
Susan, it's called a snow go. It's like a mini bike with a ski for the front tire and a track.
No. It's called a moon bike.
Oh.
The snow goes was
right. A moon
the skiing bike.
A moon bike. It's
called a moon bike. Yeah. They were awesome.
But it's got a ski in the front. It's like a mini bike.
Yeah. And it shows them in the video if you watch the video. But so we get through. So what happened was their guide, they all realized that they lost us. So their guide said, all right, well, keep going on this trail. I'm going to go back and find them. And then he came back and like yelled through the woods. And that's how we knew to go through this snowshoe trail to catch up to them. And then he took off and went caught back up with them and carried on.
We were going, and it's like we got to the top of this hill, and I'm like, we were all still kind of close. I'm like, hey guys, let's chill out here for a minute and make sure we're going the right way. Let's wait for the guide to show back up, and so
yeah, because the boys probably would have just kept on going forever.
Oh yeah, we would have. Trust me,
you were with them.
I wanted to keep running.
Yeah. So the guide caught back up with them, and then they continued on. And the goal was to get to the golf course, because the golf course is closed this time of year, and then they could go. And you can just go wild on the golf course because it's wide open and it's 2 feet of snow and
all powder. All powder.
What teenager in their life, I can only imagine, who has like a snowmobile wouldn't want to just go hog wild on a golf course? But you can't because it's private property. Well, this golf course was owned by the company who owned the moon bikes, so that was part of their tours that you can kind of go all over.
I'm not thinking that the 3 outings before us made it that far either. Because there was it was all fresh powder. There were no tracks through this golf course.
Well, who knows how
long we could have been in a different
part because
we could have been in a different part of the
golf
course.
Because the hill that you guys went down to get to that golf course, I can't even believe was part of that. That was where we met up with them. So they were coming back, and we finally met up with them. And this is 2 hours. 2 hours
Cheryl,
into
it's on this page. It's posted on this page.
Yeah, I posted it here on my page. So it's there.
But y'all, this hill, that we went down.
Before I paint anymore, I'm going to splatter a little bit of white to make it look snowy over our blue background, okay? So there's our blue background. See? Okay, so I'm going to splatter Susan. A little bit of white.
Oh, y'all, get ready. I'm going to grab some more names here in a minute.
So to splatter my white, I'm going to use a toothbrush.
Yes, Cynthia, we are still live.
I need to get it a little bit wet.
This is not Memorex.
With a little bit of water. And you want to water down your white paint just a little bit so it's thinner. And then I'm going to splatter. This way, if I splatter now and I get it on any of the other spots, it's still early enough that I can just go over it with whatever color I'm using, okay? So you actually could do that first if you wanted to. But it's not going to affect... I don't even mind if you get a little bit of splatter on the black because it'll just look like the snow is snowed on his hat too, you know? So...
where'd it go? Yes, this is on the page.
That's good. So it looks like he's like in the midst of a snow blizzard and he's happy as can be. So I will show it to you. Hold on, let me get my fingers off. We are still alive. We are still alive. Or we are still live and still alive.
That's what I already said that.
I know, but I read it wrong. I read it as if your guys are still alive. Okay.
Okay, here's...
So there is our splattered. So it's white, so it looks like a snow blizzard. Okay, so I'm going to dry this a little bit.
Okay.
And then we're going to go on to the next step.
All right, I got some names here. We have Janice Van Blarkum, Kathy Stubbs Weatherford, Natalie Redder Adams, Pamela Manis, Gina Sigmund, Sharon Ministro Grood, Christine and James McCants, Tammy Whiting, Virginia Goodard Hensley.
Yes, Janice, this is in our shop. This is in our shop. Tim can put the link.
I did.
You did? Tim
Deborah
can put the link there
Kohler,
again for
Denise Arroyo, Deborah Marie Bahel, and Crystal Foster. And it is actually pinned in the comments.
Sometimes they can't see the pin. Sometimes, I don't know, it's weird. Facebook is weird. So sometimes we got to post it again for people.
I will put it there.
Okay.
It's back there.
Okay.
Chill
You sound
out.
annoyed. Oh, chill out. Am I doing you to chill?
Out.
Sorry.
Why do you
I'm
prefer
just trying to help you out, girl.
Toothbrush versus the paintbrush?
Because a toothbrush is thicker bristles, stiffer bristles, and when you can run your thumb across it and it just kind of gives a nice splatter. Where a paintbrush, you can use a paintbrush, but you want to have more, the stiffer bristles tend to splatter better than the softer bristles, I find. So I like to use just an old toothbrush. All right, so now I'm going to use a little bit of my Nightfall Blue and some white to make it just a little bit lighter. Then I'm also going to use some of my Blissful Blue. Blissful Blue and Nightfall Blue lightened up a little bit. So we got our Blissful Blue. And then I'm going to take
Blissful Blue.
Add a little bit of my Blissful Blue to some white. Or my Nightfall Blue to some white. Look at, it's almost the same color as the Blissful. So we're going to make it a little bit darker because I don't want it to be the same color. I want it to be a little bit darker. Just a wee bit more.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit more. I want to make sure I get enough of it made too. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Teeny bit more. So when we met up with them, they were like fighting to get up this hill. And I approached them. I'm the front in the line of our people. And I see lights.
Ooh, Sandy is a newbie.
Welcome,
Wait
Sandy.
a minute. Here, where'd it go? Yes, we made this in our shop. The metal, we cut the metal in our shop.
And the wood.
And the wood, yes.
Yep. All right, so now I'm going to do some of these. It's almost like a little bit of a leopard print, okay? I don't know. I might do the stars. I don't know what color I'm going to do those ones yet at the end, But I'm going to do all of these little like leopardy print spots with these 2 colors. So I'm literally just going to go in and randomly do them.
I hope he doesn't get mad at me for saying that.
Who?
Ricky.
For saying what? I missed it.
Oh, I gave out his last name.
Oh.
To someone that lives in Millville. Tell him I said hi. You see him say, hey.
Oh, he's not even on here.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So we approach this hill and I see headlights and I'm like, oh, finally. Like after like an hour, it was over an hour that we were separated from them. So I finally see them and Trevor's like, stop, don't approach. And he's all like official sounding. And I thought he's being silly. And I was like, I'm like, what's going on? Ha ha ha. And he's like, there's a serious situation going on over here. You don't know the situation. And I'm like, oh, one of the guys must be peeing, you know, because.
Hi, Jenny.
That's just what I assumed, you know. I thought he was being silly. He's like, no, there's a serious situation. And they were trying to make it up this huge hill that had like the snow was like cratering out of it.
It was a serious hill.
Yeah. So they were having a hard time getting up and Trevor was just like, no, stay back. Don't come close to the edge here. That it like drops off. And
literally.
So we got back up with them and that's kind of like when it was kind of like, okay. So now we're turning around, we're going a different way. And then we started cutting through different like trails in between.
Thank you, Jenny, for the stars.
Groomed path. And it was like, okay, something's off here. Something's off here. And then we ended up at a road.
Yo,
and
hold on. The hill that she found us at, the guide and Adam went up. And both of them, the guide, Adam, and Jake went up. And they all, about 3/4 of the way up, tipped over. And me and Trav still down at the bottom. Or was it me and... No, it wasn't me and Trav.
Trevor was at the top.
Who was it down there with me? Was it Adam?
I think Adam was the last one of the boys to come up.
Okay. Then it was me and Adam down at the bottom. I'm like, just send it. Just let her rip. Let her eat. Just send it. Oh.
I don't think us girls would have made it back up. You all would have had to get the bike.
I did. I just...
Oh, my paintbrush. Did y'all see that? My paper just literally rolled across.
Because the way you had it sitting.
Well.
Y'all, I just sent it.
Shoot.
Is what I did. I just
we can
let
fix
her
it.
eat.
We can fix it, but...
I made it all the way up the hill.
I'm going to have to fix my paint splatter a little bit too, probably.
I made it all the way up the hill without crashing. I don't know if Adam did or not, but we had fun. The hill was a blast. That going up that hill was a blast.
All right, I'm gonna have to fix that. I'll come back and have to add a little bit of splatter.
Welcome. Happy anniversary, Pamela.
Yeah, so it was a little crazy. It was
Get ready, I'll get some more names here in a minute.
Our guides were really good at making us not even realize that we were really lost. It wasn't until like afterwards and we really started thinking about how things played out and how we ended up cutting through trails to get to other sections. It was kind of like, wait, that doesn't seem like that should have been part of it. And they were kind of just trying to get us back.
Thank you, Lenny, for the stars.
Because they were lost and had to figure out how to get back. But yeah, we were only supposed to be out there for an hour and we were out there for over 3 hours. And by the time we got done, we were just our muscles.
Oh, I was done.
Yeah, they were just hurting so bad. So bad by the time we were done. But we would do it again.
Yeah, but if I'd rather be on the snow go.
Yeah.
If I had my dithers.
Yeah.
I'd be on the snow go.
I think I need one more shade of blue. I think I need like an in-between shade.
So add some of that to that.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to get some of these done first. And then I'm going to do one more shade because I feel like it needs another shade.
That's kind of cool.
I know, right?
Yes, it was it was a fun night.
It was fun. Definitely watch the video. It was really, really cool. It was really neat. Really a ton of fun. All right. Get a little bit more.
Oh yeah, we were all just done. No, let's see. Jake went back home. Trevor and Adam are still here.
Yeah, Adam's here till Sunday, and then he goes home.
I think Trevor doesn't have school until I think he said the 9th.
Yeah, I think he has all next week off as well, I believe, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I'm going to...
Dorothy said that was funny. I was watching you and that paintbrush was like, I'm moving. I'm rolling. I'm on the snowman.
And you were probably wanting to reach out through and grab it, weren't you? You saw it before I saw it. Yes. All right, I'm going to do my paint splatter to fix that spot, though, before I go any further, because...
Yeah, it was a lot of fun up there.
I don't want to...
Susan says I'm exhausted just listening to your adventures.
It was crazy. It was crazy. We were supposed to tube after that.
Oh yeah. No.
But we were like, no. We went back and we were like, no, can't happen. We're not tubing. We're not doing that.
There's no way. I'm like, I told the lady.
And she's like, oh, all you had to do is you just sit the whole time. You literally push your tube over, sit on it. Push your tube over, sit on it. I'm like, yeah, but you got to climb in and out of that tube and get up and down.
Yeah, we just been on that gosh darn. See, I didn't realize we were out for 3 hours. I thought we were only out for 2.
Yeah, he kept telling the lady, oh, we were just 2 hours out there. Oh, we were out there for 2 hours. And I'm like, afterwards, I'm like, Tim, we were out there for 3 hours.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
She's like, remember we got out there at 4? And I'm like,
give me another wipe.
Like, oh, no kidding. We were.
All right.
That's right.
I need to wipe my hands off.
Rolling, paintbrush or rolling.
Yes. Oh, we did, Howlin. We had such a blast.
We did. We had a lot of fun.
Yes, Jackie. We are all good. We are all good.
We did the tubing the next morning.
We were dressed appropriately.
Yes.
None of us got cold. My face got a little bit cold, and my face was super, like the parts that were exposed were super red and like chapped by the time we got back.
Oh, geez. Aaron, flight okay for your son, or did change airlines?
Oh, you guys.
That was a flippin' nightmare.
Yeah, we ended up changing airlines for him. His flight got delayed, got canceled. Got him rebooked, but they couldn't get him in until Christmas Day. So we ended up finding him another flight on a different airline on Christmas Eve, and then a different airline to fly him back home. So we canceled his original flight completely. And that was a nightmare.
Oh,
you paid twice as much.
Yeah.
Just to get him
Kimberly for the stars. Janet, the bridge was awesome.
Oh, the Sky Bridge.
I enjoyed it.
And anybody of any age can do the Sky Bridge. Like, any ability.
Yes.
Like, it was very easy walking. Like, you could feel the bridge move. You could. It was a rope bridge.
Oh, yes.
You could definitely feel it moving. But it was not.
Yeah, it wasn't. So it wasn't moving to where you'd lose your balance or anything.
No. And they had the one section that had the glass part. It was just a center section, but they had like these rubber mats on one side of it. So if you weren't comfortable walking on the glass, or if the glass was slippery, because it was kind of slick, you could walk on the mats. So you don't have to walk on the open glass part.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of an in-between color, so we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. Yeah, that works. Just a little slight difference. Not drastic. Just ever so slightly darker. Hopefully I mixed up enough. I think we'll be okay.
Are you going to do the stars in?
I don't know what I'm going to do the stars in. Haven't decided yet.
Well, as long as you don't know.
Still deciding.
As long as you don't know.
I'd get all the spots filled in, and then I would decide. Time flies when you're having fun, right, Lynn? Yes.
Yes.
Elaine, nope, no bridge for me. Nope, no bridge for me.
Whoa. Patricia says, get back here. Cost my daughter-in-law's father $3,000 to get different flights for his other daughter and her family to get them from Seattle to Arizona because of cancellations.
Doesn't surprise me. It was so bad. I mean, weather was so bad that night all over the country. Like, it was just bad everywhere. So it was just, and it was Christmas Eve, so it was like such a busy time.
Well, I saw
here anyways.
I saw a news report where There's one airline that's getting just going to get hammered with fines.
Oh, I don't know which one it is, but I know everyone keeps telling us that we needed to call the airline that he was originally on, because they gave him nothing. They gave him nothing. They rebooked him. They were given hotel vouchers. That was it. He got no credit. He got no, nothing. So we're going to call still. We've just been so busy. We're going to call and be like, okay, what's the scoop here? Because now we paid ridiculous on Christmas night, Eve. We had to book a new flight. So, if you're booking a flight for Christmas Eve the night before, it's going to be outrageous, right? What did I dip that in?
I don't know.
I thought I dipped it in the white.
No, you dipped it in blue.
That's what I meant. I thought I dipped it in blue, but it came out white. The blue is what I wanted. The blue is what I wanted, but there was creamy white on it. Okay.
Well, then apparently you dipped it in the creamy white.
I think I'm going to do the stars all the same color.
Yellow.
Oh, maybe. Yellow could be good.
Yes, airlines are a crazy mess right now.
I believe it. And then people going home too. Like next week, and he leaves New Year's Day. So that could be a nightmare in and of itself too. A lot of people are going to be flying that day. Yeah, I think that'll be good. We're going to use the straw yellow. Straw yellow.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's able to make it home fine.
And then if it's
not that I don't like having him here, but I know he's got,
yeah,
he's got to go back to his life too.
I know we're gonna miss him when he goes, but yeah, he has to get back to work and all that stuff. So yeah, but we had an amazing time. Amazing. I would do it all over again, even getting lost.
Who was that? Cases airlines won't compensate you for bad weather. They say it's out of their control. But if
they cancel, they didn't cancel for bad weather.
If they can't, it doesn't matter what it's for. If they cancel a flight, there's certain rules that they have to follow.
But they didn't. They told him it was canceled because of staffing. That's the reason that they gave them. They didn't say it was bad weather. Because there were, I don't know. They said it was bad weather. I mean, they said it was staffing issues. But who knows? You never really know.
With the holidays, what days is the store open next week?
It'll be open. Well, we open back up on Monday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We are closed
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
But we're not open tomorrow.
We may be adjusting. We may be looking at adjusting our hours. Some, if we do, we'll post it on the page. We're just, it's a lot with our online business and stuff as well. So it's just, it's going to take some adjusting to figure out what works best. So we may be adjusting the hours some, but we won't. We'll announce it here before anything else. Okay, y'all. I think I have all my spots painted. So this is proof right here. I'm going to hold it up and show you. With these cutouts, because they're all etched out, you literally have guidelines for where to paint. You don't have to be a perfect painter. You just paint in the lines. You can go over the lines because once you lay your metal over it, like so, line it up. Look how perfect it looks. You would never know that I painted all outside the lines. Look at that. Anybody, I'm telling you, anybody can do this. You can get these for your kids and they can do them super easily. If you're not a good painter, you can do it super easily. You can do it. We're gonna dry this just a little bit before I actually glue it on them. Thank you, Jenny.
I'll get ready. I'll grab some more names here in a minute.
Thank you, Lynn.
Yeah, that's why I say, when we fly, we usually fly Delta, and they give you one personal and one carry-on.
We try to stick to that.
And that's what we try to stick to.
It's hard. It's hard. Usually some of my stuff ends up in his carry-on because he has extra space.
Always.
And I don't have enough space.
Always.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen when I travel alone. I might have to get a carry-on. I am going to fix, I have one little spot here where I didn't.
Carry-on or a checked bag?
I might have to do a checked bag is what I mean. Because you never know what you're going to need. You never know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna get all my brushes in my water now because I think I'm done with them.
Okay.
Dry this good. Don't forget, sprinkle this video because somebody is gonna be gifted one of these sets.
Okay, we have
at the end of this live.
Debbie Elliott, Gina Turner.
We did.
Kelly
Gina.
Lambert, Kathy Hart, Mary Winkler, Shelley Friedman, Judy Elsenbeck, Leslie Lang, Tammy Ruchek, Crystal Foster, Helen Gonzalez, and Cynthia Stone.
Dropping stuff over here.
Just throw it all around.
I know. So you can either do a combination of E6000 and super glue, or E6000 and hot glue, or you can use the gel super glue. I think I'm gonna do the gel super glue for this one. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is that one open? That one
Red tongue with a snowflake on it would be cute.
Well, it has the little mouth there for you. So if you wanted to paint over it, you could, but it's got the mouth is in metal, but you totally could. You could even distress this. Do we want to distress it? What do you guys think? Should we distress the metal or leave it shiny? We can distress it with a little bit of antique wax and give it a little bit of like a rusty look, or we can leave it. So thumbs up if you think we should distress it, hearts if you think we should just leave it as is. Thumbs up for distress, hearts for leave it. You guys decide.
Yeah, she painted the stars yellow.
Yep, it's a straw yellow, ceramic coat straw. Thumbs up for distress, hearts for leave it. So you guys decide. I think it's pretty even, but I think the hearts have it so far. Thumbs up for distress, hearts for leave it. You're welcome, Natalie. It's just our way of saying thank you to you guys for being here and watching and hanging out and supporting our page and what we do. So we like to just gift things back to people.
Yep.
So that's why we do that.
Yeah, it looks.
Thank you, Carla, for sprinkling. I think Heart's got it.
I'm thinking Heart's
So we're
got
gonna
it.
leave. We're gonna leave. Okay, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. Now, if you get this and you want yours to be distressed, you can distress it.
Did I tell you the first time I used the gel super glue, it came out real fast and I glued my finger to a piece of metal.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh no.
That's not a good thing. You don't want to do that.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
The nice thing about the gel super glue is it stays where you put it for the most part. Obviously, a little bit goes a long way. If you do a lot, it's gonna squirt out. So a little goes a long way, but it doesn't like run out and pour everywhere.
So the metal pattern can be used more than once? Well, not really.
What do you mean can be used more than once?
I don't know. That's the question. Melody says so. The metal pattern can be used more than once.
Once you glue it on, it's forever there.
No.
I'm not really sure if that's what you meant by your question. The metal is an embellishment. It's an overlay, and once you glue it on, it's not coming off. We also started doing the etching on the wood though. So, I mean, you could just paint it fancy and then use that as a separate thing if you want to. You know, paint this neatly. Totally could do that. But we designed them to work together.
You could trace it use it as a
You
stencil.
could trace it onto another
something else.
Something else. Definitely, yeah. So we're gonna line this up. Line it up. Get it just right. We're gonna give it a couple of minutes to set. You know, it's probably 2 to 3 minutes.
And this comes with the wood round.
Yeah, this comes together as a set.
The wood round and the piece of metal.
Yep. Yep. You want to grab? There's one more.
Actually,
do you have the other ones in the back too?
Yeah.
I was gonna say there was one sitting in there it's on the shelf.
Oh.
But it might be faster for you to grab the ones that you know where they are. He'll grab one, so if you're just popping on, you can see what it looked like before I started. So where did you go ski? Was it close to your house? It was about 4 hours away from us. And y'all, the roads were terrible on the way there. It took us a long time to get there. Coming home, the roads were great. But they had gotten 2 feet of snow the day before we went up there. So the roads were still just terrible. They were plowed, but they weren't salted. It was crazy. So this is what it looks like when you get it, okay? So it comes in 2 pieces. So you get your metal piece, and then you also get your wood round that has the design etched on it. So you have guides of where to paint. And then even if you paint out of the lines, once you put your metal on, like so, you'll never see that you painted outside the lines. And it'll end up looking
like this.
Like this, once it's all done. So you guys saw it before I put the metal on, and it was just messy painted. It looked messy painted. But then once you put your metal on, it hides all those paint lines, or the paint that goes out of the lines. And
Leslie says it's nice
perfect.
you have the pattern etched out in the wood.
Yes, yes. At first we didn't used to do that. We used to just have the shape and then have that, and then you'd have to trace it. The first one we did with that kind of dividing the lines was the nutcrackers, and so many of you guys loved that and wanted to see that more. So now all of our designs we're starting to
a lot of them.
Well,
not all of them,
well,
a lot of them.
All of the ones since then I've had you do that. All of the ones that would be painted like this, we've been etching the lines. I mean, I can't guarantee everyone will be. Some it won't make sense to, and we won't. But thank you, Candy, for the stars. Thank you for the stars. Thank you, Miss Gina. You know what would be cool? Instead of the wood round, get a clear acrylic round. Create a faux mosaic with tissue paper, which creates a huge sun catcher. Oh, ooh. Yeah. Yes. You could even like just attach the paper behind the metal and just hang that without the wood even, and then use the wood separately if you wanted to. It's kind of like a 2-for-1.
What are your plans for New Year's?
Our plans are to hang.
Sitting at home in front of the fireplace with a adult beverage.
No, it's not.
Oh.
That's not our plans.
Damn it.
No, we're going to my parents. My parents have a New Year's party every year. We're going to my parents. We're not going to paint the nose orange. I'm not painting any of the metal. If you want to paint yours and add orange to the nose, you can. I'm not going to. I like him as he is, but you could totally add a little bit of other colors to the hat and the facial features and the arms and the stick arms and all that if you wanted to. But I'm not going to. I guess I need to add a hanger to this though, don't I? Let's add a hanger.
Yes, you do.
I almost forgot a hanger. So I'm just going to do a super, super simple hanger. I'm going to do some wood beads. I actually think I'm going to grab some bigger wood beads though, because all my wood beads in here are little. Let me go grab a couple big wood beads.
I know I tried, Lynn.
Tim's going to get some more names for you guys.
Oh, apparently I'm getting more names, guys. So, let's see here. We have Gina Turner, Lisa Turner, Pam Cooper O'Brien, Debbie Springer, Margaret Schwank St. Clair, Rita Williams, Jenny Roberts Day, Janine Denglinger, Natalie Reuter Adams, Veronica Miller, Patricia Brown, Tammy Ruchek, and Jan Goodyear.
All right, so I'm gonna do 3 wood beads. This big one I know is 25 millimeter, and I think these ones might be 18 millimeter or 20.
Oh, I think 20. This is the first one. From Dubai. We have somebody watching us from Dubai.
From Dubai.
On,
welcome.
YouTube.
Welcome from Dubai. Is this on?
Is this on?
I don't know. I don't think it is. Hopefully my other one's on. This one's on. This one's on. Apparently. Oh, I unplugged the wrong thing. When I saw the white plug earlier, and I thought that was my my iron plugged in. So I unplugged it. All right, so I'm putting a tiny little dot of hot glue on a barbecue skewer. The barbecue skewers from Dollar Tree I find work the best because they are skinnier than the ones that you find in the grocery store, so they tend to fit on your wood beads, in your wood beads a little bit better. So tiny little dot of hot glue. Put a little, slide your bead over, and then they stay in place while you paint them.
Okay, are you sure, Lou? Because from what I hear, it never rains in Southern California. Never rains in Southern California.
I mean, I'm sure it does sometimes. I think we're
Lou,
going to use...
It says it's 53 and rainy here in Southern California.
The blues from the scarf.
The song says it never rains there.
No.
I'm just saying.
The song might not be right.
I'm just saying.
Just say it. Just say it,
what
baby.
What the song says.
Just say it. Okay. So I'm going to do the two smaller ones, the lightest blue.
Well, I see your comment there, Dorothy.
And then I'm going to have another brush. I'm going to do like the medium blue or the darker blue. Well, the medium blue that I created. The darkest blue that I used on the scarf, I'm going to use.
Oh yeah, there's a few in there I see.
A few what?
Comments from Dorothy.
Oh.
Ooh.
If you guys do go to the website to order this and it shows out of stock, that's a lie. Or if it shows back order, that's a lie. I just realized that because we only had one left before, but Tim cut more today and we didn't update the stock yet. So if it says back order, don't worry, it'll still ship tomorrow. You'll still get it shipped out to you tomorrow. Oh, I don't know if I have quite enough of this paint. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Getting desperate. I got the white in there.
Lisa, we see you. Okay. Uh-oh.
I know. I didn't have much of that paint left. I need to get it all out of the brush. Okay.
Well, it'd probably help if you weren't putting it on the cardboard there, or on the paper.
You want to do this?
Nope. I'm just the comedic sidekick.
The paper is not affecting it.
That's why the paint's on there, right? I'm telling you, I'm just the comedic sidekick.
Read the comments.
They said they saw a tornado in Galveston last night.
You should be looking at the comments, not my painting. Not my painting abilities here, okay? Know your role. We see you, Miss Kathy. I see you.
Okay, know your role.
You ain't looking at the comments. Someone's got to look at the comments around here.
I look at the comments. Lana says, love the bigger kits you're making. Well, yeah, Wendy, we see you.
Do you guys like the door hangers? I'm a little obsessed with it. All I want to do is make door hangers right now. I'm a little obsessed with door hangers. Tim's like, what, are we only doing door hangers? I'm like, I got so many door hanger ideas.
Yes,
I'm loving the door hangers.
So is this door hanger week or what?
But you all are loving the door hangers too. So I'm like, well, they loved these door hangers, these last couple,
yes,
so
Nancy.
I better make more.
Yeah, we see you, Billy.
Right, Andrea. Stay in your lane. Know your role.
Well, my role is back in that back room.
Know your role. I like the Tootsie Rolls. Eat the Tootsie Rolls.
What the hell?
So when you talk about rolls, that's what I think about.
Like
candy and chocolate and Tootsie Rolls.
Oh my God. How many doors you got? Not enough, Jan.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. But you just swap it out. You swap it out for every week. Every week you can have a new door hanger. Every week. So once you get it painted, you can just give it a little twist and pull it off. Give it a little twist.
Lana says, bring on all the door hanger ideas.
All the door hanger ideas. Now this one, there we go. I like to use the low temp glue gun. It works best.
Gina, probably Monday or Tuesday we'll draw names for the crafty mail.
I'm going to use, let me see what color I'm going to use. I've got a couple different blue twines.
I go with the darker one.
That's what I'm thinking. I have this darker blue.
Sorry, that's not my role.
Yeah,
my role is over here.
Every once in a while you got good ideas, though. As long as you're not critiquing me.
Ooh. Kathy says you could use the metal as a pattern.
Oh,
when
for the
you
spray
a
bleach?
T-shirt with bleach.
Yes, those spray bleach. I don't know what the bleach will do to the metal. I'm just going to say. I don't know
It shouldn't be fine.
I know, but we got a disclaimer that.
Oh, yeah. Disclaimer.
I mean, I can't guarantee you can use it for a pretty door hanger after. It might be a little extra distressed looking. So just FYI. Oh, my scissors. I took my scissors out of here. I guess I can use these. Use my pinking shears. Just trimming. Just trimming. All right, so what I'm going to do, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I'm going to do
this would be cute on a kitchen pantry door.
Yes. Actually.
Yes, exactly, Mary.
Tim doesn't know this yet, but we will soon have some little shelf sitter things that you can set your door hangers on if you don't want to hang. Because I know some people live like in apartments and stuff like that.
I know that. I had to design it.
You just did them for me to use in the storefront here. You didn't know I was going to offer them in the shop. We will be offering them in the shop.
I asked you if you was going to offer them in the shop.
But you didn't know.
Because I thought they was kind of cool.
God, he's a little feisty tonight, y'all. He is like a little extra tonight. What's going on? A little feisty man.
I'm telling you.
But I never told you that I wanted to offer them I just made that decision today that I officially wanted to offer them in the store.
I just made that decision like 30 seconds ago that we're going to start offering those in the shop.
No, I actually told Jaden and I had this conversation earlier. You can ask
See,
Jaden.
she tells me nothing till the last minute.
Yeah. Well, Jaden and I were talking
she goes,
about it.
Hey.
I'm like, we should offer
by
this
the way,
in the store.
Yeah, we need 100 of those by tomorrow.
Yep. That's what I do. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be crafting with this tonight, so anybody want to cut some extras because we're going to need them to ship tomorrow.
She did that.
I did that today. We were down to one. We only had one left on the shelf, and I said, I'm going to craft with this tonight. So you might want to cut some more and get them ready.
So you may want to fire them machines back up.
Yes. So I am going to slide the end. So what I did was I put a little bit of hot glue at the end and pinched and twisted it together after it cooled a little bit so it would slide through okay. So we're going to put that through the hole.
Sowman, we are in the U.S.
We are in the U.S. The U.S. of A.
Yep, we are in Michigan.
The ends that I have glued together
USA.
are going to go through the loop. And we're going to pull it. So now we have it attached, okay? It is attached.
Hi, Polly.
Like so. I'm going to put one of my smaller beads on. My larger bead on.
I see what you did there, Anne-Marie. Oh, you didn't.
Ooh, for Valentine's Day, yes. We definitely should do a Valentine's door hanger.
Oh, where'd it go?
Aw, he's snow cute.
He's snow cute.
He's snow cute.
Barbara, Tim, check your sugar.
Right? He's a little off tonight.
I'm good.
He's a little off. Okay. So we've got our little door.
Kathy says y'all y'all had too much quality time together.
Right? All right, too much time. Uh-oh.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to tie a knot up here.
Forget the beads.
I know. I almost forgot a hanger. You got to have a hanger for your door hanger, right? I'm going to double knot it, make sure
otherwise it's not really a door hanger. It's a door leaner.
I know.
And good luck leaning shit on your door.
But you could make it a leaner when we
release the new leaners.
The new leaners that go with this. So make sure you're checking back. I should have told you earlier today. You could have done that.
I could have.
I could have quickly released it today for you.
You could have.
But I didn't. Okay, guys.
You can still show them and,
Look at that. There's our complete door hanger. How cute, how cute, how cute.
Y'all come to visit Dubai.
You could even do that would be fun, wouldn't it?
You know what? I have seen I've seen pictures of Dubai. And because Dubai like built like its own islands out into the ocean, and it's like a palm tree if I remember correctly, and it's just absolutely huge and gorgeous.
How come no crafters do Happy New? Wait, where did it go? Do Happy New Year sign or door hangers?
That's a good question.
I think because people go right from Christmas to Valentine's to spring.
Tim unplugged today.
They don't do New Year's is like a week. It's only a couple days. I think most people are they might keep it up for, I don't know. I guess some people might. It's so quick. Christmas overshadows New Year's for sure.
Oh, definitely.
For sure. A lot of people keep their Christmas up until New Year's, and then they transition to winter or go right into Valentine's. I like to keep it wintry for a while. I don't do a lot for Valentine's. I will sprinkle a little bit of Valentine's in a week or two before Valentine's Day. But, so you will see a little bit of Valentine's from us, but you're not going to see a ton of Valentine's from us. You're going to see more every day and spring coming.
Be cute in a mini.
A mini like an ornament, yes. Yes.
Did I just agree to that?
That would be cute. That would be cute. But there it is, and we are going to gift one of these. So if you didn't sprinkle yet, make sure you sprinkle this video because we are going to gift this set right over here to somebody, okay? Right here, right now. So are we ready? Are we
We are ready.
We are ready. Okay. So how we're going to do this is Tim is going to scroll through.
We're going to do some scrolling.
Scrolling. Keep those names.
Are we ready?
No, I was just practicing. It's been a while. Okay. I'm a little rusty. So we're going to do that. And when I tell him to stop. You did a great job,
Chrissy. Love it.
Thank you, Dad.
Well, I'm assuming that's Dad.
Thank you, Dad. You don't even have to be a good painter for this one.
And I think Dad already has this one.
Oh, did we give Dad one?
I think we did.
I think we did. We did. You and Mom should paint it. That's what you guys should do tonight. You should pull out the paint and you guys should paint this tonight. That would be fun. And then send me a photo. So we are going to, when I say stop, he's going to pick the first name that he sees that shows that you sprinkled the video. So get to sprinkling if you haven't yet, okay?
Geez, Tammy, you guys are still short-handed?
Your vision on this was off the charts. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
Michelle, I go through both.
He scrolls through both.
I scroll through both.
All right, ready?
Ready. Scrolling. Keep those names a-rolling. Scrolling. A winner. Scrolling. Keep those names a-rolling. Scrolling. A winner.
Keep going.
In the name of love.
Scrolling.
Keep those names a-rolling.
Who can be annoying now?
This is going on way too long.
Scrolling. Stop. In the name of love.
Time.
Before you break.
I don't have my pen. My pencil. My golf pencil.
Yeah, all his stuff is lost. He's a little rusty too. He's got to find his sticky notes. He's got to find his pen. All his things I hid on him when I cleaned up in here. All right. Ooh, I see it starts with a D. It starts with a D, a letter D. Who starts with the letter D?
Okay, don't know how many golfers we have. The best wood in my bag.
All right. May I have the golden sticky notes?
Thank you, Tammy.
All right, here we go.
I love you too. You make me smile.
Aw, thank you, Salmon. Thank you very much. He says that your painting is very nice to put in a Dubai market.
Awesome.
Dorothy, is your name Dorothy? Where's our Dorothy's?
Dorothy.
Miss Dorothy. Doherty. Did I say that right?
Doherty.
Miss Dorothy. Doherty. Send us an email at Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com and let us know you were picked for the snowman door hanger, the Happy Snowman, and we will get this shipped out to you as soon as you get us your address, okay? So just send us your address and we'll get this shipped to you. I'm going to put your sticky note right there so the girls know. But this is for you, Miss Dorothy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thanks for listening to our stories. We have lots more that we can share, and we'll share.
Thanks for putting up with our shenanigans for the evening.
Yes.
While she made something kind of cool looking.
Is it kind of cool looking? Just kind of cool looking?
Kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. I'd hang it on my front door.
Good, because it's going to be on your front door. It'll actually end up in the shop here probably. Probably hang behind us for a little while, then end up in the front shop. We'll see. All right, guys. We love you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for having a fun time crafting with us. We love you.
Thanks, guys.
Have a safe and happy New Year's if we don't see you
stay safe, guys.
Before then, okay? Love you guys. Have a great rest of your night.
Bye. Oh, what's the ham sandwich? Bye, guys.